Good morning, sir. Tuesday here, sir. Sir, you were quoted this morning saying na there was an unfortunate incident in Marawi. Mayroon daw tayong mga soldiers na namatay at nasugatan sa mismong airstrike po ng ating AFP. Can you tell us the circumstances, sir?
Totoo yan. I got the report late yesterday that during the airstrike conducted by the Air Force, ito yung mga trainer jets natin, yung Marquetti S-260. There were two planes flying, and the first plane dropped their ordnance accurately. Pero yung pangalawa, sumablay, tumama dun sa tropa natin. We are still conducting an investigation. It's headed by the Chief of Staff. What really happened, kung nagkaroon ba ng miscommunication or there was an error of somebody there on the ground or on the air sa parte ng piloto. Now, there were 10 killed in that unfortunate incident and 7 wounded. They have been evacuated to Cagayan de Oro for proper disposition. Hindi ko alam kung nasabihan na yung mga families nila, but that will come in a couple of, today or tomorrow siguro. Pagkadadalihin na yung mga remains ng mga sundalo sa kanila ng mga bahay. Excuse me.
Follow-up lang, sir. Ano po ang assurance ngayon na hindi na po mauulit yung ganitong incidents, considering na may nadagdag na namang panibagong battalion of soldiers natin po doon sa Marawi?
I give those decision to the ground commander, si General Bautista at si General Galvez, to determine kung kailangan pa nila ng airstrikes doon, especially now that there are more troops operating on the ground. And the chances of hitting our own troops is very big, like what happened yesterday. And siguro we have to limit the airstrikes to the aircrafts that can deliver accurately their ordnance.
I'm sorry.
Last na po. Is this the reason kaya, sir, na today medyo humupa daw po yung airstrikes doon sa lugar, sa
That's
Marawi?
true. That's one of the reasons why. The commanders are reviewing their office, nire-review nila yung mga procedures para maiwasan natin yan because it's very masakit eh. It's very sad to be hitting our own troops.
Okay, AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I know you said that investigations are still ongoing, but can you give us a better idea on how these things can occur, sir? Paano ba nangyayari yung ganitong ano? Kasi, sir, in an earlier press con dito, sabi po ng AFP spokes na precise naman daw po usually yung sa mga airstrikes.
Yeah, we still have some precision-guided munitions na pag pinakawalan niyan, talaga kung saan naka-indicate area papunta doon. But medyo naubos na tayo niyan, and yung ibang mga aircraft like the S-260, yung Marquetti, yung layang-layang natin, they are now using conventional bombs na pag hinulog nila, kung magkamali ka kasi ng hulog dyan, na pag-dive mo na ganun at you go up and you either mapauna o mapa-delay yung release mo, then you will not hit the target. But the first aircraft hit the target squarely. Yung pangalawa kasi, yung kanya, kasi dala-dalawa palagi yan eh. They are operating in tandem, in bodies. So we do not know yet kung ano ang nangyari. We are still investigating.
Okay, Joseph.
No, just
okay,
as a
AC.
follow-up, sir, earlier you also said, sir, na by Friday tapos na. Ganun pa rin ba, sir, yung ano natin?
On the way here, I talked to General Bautista. It's turning out that yung isang strong point na hinahawakan ng Maote is very hard to crack, yung across the bridge from the City Hall, and they are putting more battalions there today, and the target is still there tomorrow afternoon. Let's see. Very fluid naman itong sitwasyon na to. We can adjust siguro maybe towards this weekend or Sunday. But malapit na, konti na lang yung package of resistance ng Mauti.
Joseph Morong.
Sir, just a clarification dun sa airstrikes. Sir, ano yun? Suspend muna tayo ng airstrikes? Kasi parang meron pa ba ng pakonti-konti? What's going to be our policy after this accident?
Sabi ko nga, it will be the call of the ground commander if they needed the strikes. Pero medyo limitahan muna natin yung strike to the aircraft that can deliver accurately.
Can we shift to another topic or may
Oh, wait.
airstrikes?
Follow up. Henry Uri.
Secretary, how would you explain this matter to the public? I'm sure pinagdududahan na ngayon ang kakayahan ng militar. Plus, ano ho ang sabi pala ng ating Pangulo sa bagay na ito?
I have not talked to him. Alam na rin niya ito. Sinabi rin sa kanya kahapon. We have not talked yesterday. Nagkita kami kahapon in one of the event in Sasa Wharf during the anniversary of the Navy. But we didn't have time to talk about this. Also, last night, we met again at the Air Force when he met with U.S. Senator. Hindi namin napag-usapan because our meeting was very short. But I know that he feels very badly and he feels sad about this incident. Ngayon, this happens kasi even on the ground, yung mga kanyon natin, the 105 artillery, even before we have these problems when there are more troops on the ground operating, nagkakaroon ko minsan ng ng accidents.
So, paano po ninyo ipapaliwanag ngayon sa publiko ito?
We always have to explain to them that there was an accident.
First time pong nangyari ito sa...
First time for the Air Force to do this. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Pia Ranyada, to be followed by Chona.
Sir, just to clarify on the airstrikes. Sir, how many, is it right, when we do airstrikes, hindi po lahat ng ginagamit na aircraft is precision guided?
Yes.
So how many do we have that are precision guided?
Hindi ko na sasabihin yan. That's
Sorry, sir.
confidential.
Pero sir, how will that impact on our deadline? If we no longer can use as many aircrafts for airstrikes, then how will that impact on our Friday deadline?
We'll leave it to the commanders to decide the operational strategies and tactics on how to accomplish the mission without.
But sir, yun nga, if we do limit, what is the possible impact on the deadline that we set?
Well, sa tingin ko naman, because there's only a small pocket there, one strong pocket of resistance, and if we can converge our troops there, the more we do not need airstrikes. If there are troops surrounding the area already, then the more we do not need the strikes. Maybe we will need the armored vehicles. We have just delivered 21 armored vehicles to Marawi. They were there. They arrived there yesterday, and they will be there, all of them today, and they will be used. All of them will be used against the Maotis and the ISIS.
Okay,
But sir, no plan to move the deadline right now? Wala pong ganun. We're
Wala pa
sticking
anong
to
araw
the-
ngayon. Just Thursday, we still have more than 1 day. So I'm sure the troops will do the best they can to accomplish the deadline.
Thank you, Pia. Chona, to be followed by Pia. Microphone, please, Henry.
Sir, may civilian po bang nadamay dun sa airstrike?
Wala. Sa awan ng Diyos, wala namang nadamay na civilian. Mga tropa lang.
Okay, Pia. Microphone.
Sir, just want to clarify yung figures na mga napatay because there have been reports coming from Marawi na 11 daw po yung mga sundalo na napatay sa airstrike.
No, the report that I got officially from our commander is 10 lang.
And
Kahapon nga, nakatanggap natin 10 daw yung patay, 8 yung sugatan, but now it's the correct figure is 10-7.
Sir, ano ba yung SOP natin, sir? Ito yung mga airstrikes natin being communicated to the soldiers on the ground.
Yeah. Maraming usapan yan eh. There should be constant communication between the ground commanders and sa taas, yung piloto, ano? And then specifically nakalagay kung anong target talaga, anong coordinate. Meron naman silang mga mapa dyan eh. May coordinates that understandable both for the ground people and sa taas. Ang SOP na alam ko noon, if yung ang bomb run kasi dapat wala siyang trupa na nadadaanan dito. Ito ang target, wala rin siyang trupa rito kasi kung mas short, tatamaan yung trupa, di ba? Kung sumobra naman, tatamaan din yung trupa doon. So we see to it that wala doon. Siguro kahapon, sa dami nga ng kinukubkob na natin, we are trying to surround the area and malayo daw yan eh. It's about more than 100 meters yung trupa natin from the target. And that's why we are trying to ascertain how it happened that the first pass hit the target and the second pass ang layo. More than 100, malayo na yung naabutan ng bomba. So there must be some mistake there, either those people directing the bomb run on the ground or the pilot on the air.
Yung investigation natin, sir, ano po yung sasakupin po noon? At may target po ba
Ang
tayo?
sasakopin yan kung ano nangyari, what happened really. Was there failure to communicate, failure to actually, dalawa kasing eroplano yan eh. Baka yung isa nakuha niya yung tama, yung isa naman, di ba yung nakuha niya ano. Now we will find out, the Air Force and the people there on the ground know what to ask.
Who will
to
lead the
ascertain.
investigation, sir?
This Chief of Staff, I told him to lead the investigation.
Last 4 questions. Maricel Halili, follow up. Then Joseph Morong.
Sir, do we have a timeline for the result of the investigation?
As soon as possible. Siguro 3 days to 5 days siguro at most. 3 days at most. Alam na natin kasi all you have to do is ask. Andun naman sila eh. And you can always ask the pilot. The pilots are actually based in Mactan. So you can go there and ask them what happened.
Pero sir, kapag ganun po, para lang maklaro ko yung pinakang process, follow-up lang po dun kay AC. Paano ba yun, sir? Sino ba yung nagbibigay ng instruction? Sino yung sumusunod? Paano siya ino-operate?
Well, the request actually will come from the commander to the Air Force and then with the grid coordinate nga, sinasabi ko, coordinate kung saan talaga. And after that, the Air Force will study their maps, find out the mga ano, alam nila yon. Actually, nakalagay din doon kung nasaan yung mga friendly forces, nasaan yung mga enemy forces. And sabi ko nga kanina, sometimes mistakes happens and we hope to those mistakes do not happen, but nangyayari nga. And all we can do is to see to it that it will not happen again.
Sir, you mentioned earlier na meron pang strong point na hinahawakan ngayon
Yeah.
yung Maute
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
May we know ano po yung mga difficulties o yung mga challenges?
They
na
were
meron
actually
po
hold up
sa-
on reinforced buildings and pati yung mga kanyon natin parang hindi tumatalab eh. So yun ang hirap doon. Then they have so many snipers around na shooting at our soldiers. So dahan-dahan yan. And it is a built-up area. And kung minsan yung line of fire ng ating mga kanyon, hindi rin makita dahil na-obstruct ng ibang building yun eh. So the difficulty here is it's an urban area, built up, maraming bahay, and where they are hold up, it's reinforced. Buhos yung mga konkreto niya, pati bubong nga. Hindi nga, kung minsan nga, pag tinatamaan ng kanyon daw natin sa taas, halos hindi magalaw eh. So they are really there. I don't know. That's the reason why actually, why they are still there. Kasi they know they are protected by this stronghold. So we are pouring more troops there. That's why actually a while ago, baka we might suspend for a while the airstrikes and let the ground troops do their thing.
Sir, last na lang, gaano pa po kalaki yung forces ng Maute if we have an estimate doon sa
Maybe, at ang nakikita ko, I'm just guessing, because a small force cannot hold that long. Siguro mga 100 pa yan eh. And going back, people before were saying that there were only 100 of them. According to reports that we received recently, there were about 500 fighters in all na kalaban natin doon eh. 260, the Maotis group at 260. Si Isniron Hapiron brought about 100 of his people from Basilan, plus yung mga local armed groups na tumutulong, so about 500. So we were able to kill already close to 100, 94 na kanina ang napapatay natin. We don't know yet kung ilan pa yung hindi natin ma-account. We also heard that some of them, the Maotis, have been leaving the area in small group, by one, by twos, ganun, umaalis na sila. We have reports that they have been going to some of the towns around Marawi City. That's what we are trying to check also. So, siguro safe na yung sabihin ko na there are still about 50 to 100 of them holed up in that stronghold.